Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 4, the Cadbury's Chocolate Bar. So, this is going to expand on what we've done so far, plus what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave in a mistake, and then at the very end, we're going to go back and fix the mistake. So it shows you how versatile SolidWorks is, that if something goes wrong, you don't have to delete everything and start again. You can simply go back, fix your mistake, and if you have it modeled in the right way, it would update it all together, saving you loads of time and saving you the hassle of having to start again. So when we get to a certain stage, you'll notice something has gone wrong, and I'll show you how to fix it, so you'll know yourselves when you're going onto your own projects exactly how to do things like that. Good. So this is what we're aiming for by the end of this lesson today. Open up a new part, and we're going to start off on the top plane. Okay, we want a corner rectangle started at the origin, and we're going to put the measurements of 47 and 103 on top. Escape and F to fit. So we're going to extrude it, and we're going to extrude it 6.5 millimeters, and we're going to leave it blind, but we're going to add in something new this time. So if you come down here and hover over, it says draft on or off. At the moment it's off because this is blank, so if we click on this button, it turns it on. So the number we want to put in there instead of 15 is 10. Okay. What you'll notice if you look at, so I did that by accident. So if you look at it, it kind of slopes the bar in the way. If we click draft outward, it changes to the opposite direction. Okay. So we want to go in the way, that's fine. Click OK. So we're going to rename this to base. Click on this top face now, click normal 2, I'm going to go to sketch tab, sketch button, I'm going to sketch on this face. So I'm going to select another corner rectangle, draw just roughly in that corner, and we're going to make it 21 by 24. So 21 on this side, and 24 on this side. What we're going to do now is, smart to mention again, except the distance from here to here is going to be 2. Likewise, the distance from here to here is going to be 2 again. And we're going to extrude that. We're going to bring it up 4 millimeters. We're going to put the draft on again, and this time the draft is going to be 15. And make sure the draft is not going out the way, you want to go in the way again. And we'll rename this to top block. So I want to open a sketch on this top block. So to do that, I click on the face, click sketch, and sketch. And I'm going to select this center line and put it across diagonally from corner to corner. And I'm going to select another center line and just put it in anywhere inside in this block for the moment. And what I'll do then is hold down Control, click both lines, and select parallel. What I'm also going to do is hold down Control, select that point, select this line, and make it coincident, and do the same on the other end. Hold down Control, select that point, and this line, and select coincident. So what that means is no matter where that line is, it's going to be parallel to this one, and still attached to those outer edges. So just to finish off with that line, I'm going to put a smart dimension between these two of 2 millimeters. Actually, we're going to go 1.5 millimeters. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add some writing. So we're going to write Cadbury's onto the top block here. So if we go up, select text, our guide is going to be this bottom line that I drew in. Our text is going to be Cadbury. And we're going to make sure that it is in the center. And we're going to get rid of use document font. And we're going to find our own that looks like joint writing. So I'm going to flick around until I find one that will give us what we want. So there we go, brush script MT. And I'm going to change the size of it to 4 mil. Okay. Another thing I'm going to change is it looks very squashed up there. So I'm going to change the spacing. So you see it down here from 100 to 120. That spreads it out a bit more. So you can see our writing is in place. Just say something happens and you end up clicking out of your writing and you want to change something about it. If you double click on the writing, it brings you back in. For some reason, when you bring in the writing as well, sometimes it might come in upside down. So if you look here, it could be like this. Right? So if you play around with these buttons here, it will get you the way you want it eventually. Okay, it just takes a bit of messing around with. So one puts it back to front, the other flips it on the line. So a combination of the two will get you the way you want it. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this writing into the top block. So we're going to set the depth to 0.2, and that should do it. So when you pan around, you can see tiniest ever little bit of a cut to get the writing into it. And we're just going to rename the cut extrude to writing. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to add some fillets to it to make it look a bit more realistic. So I'm going to change the size of the fillet to 3.5, and I'm just going to select every edge of, sorry, not 3.5, 0.35, and select every edge of my top block, including these angled ones going down here. And make sure we're doing it all in one go, that we're not creating loads of different fillets, that we're doing the 8 fillets all in one tab over here. And I'm just going to rename that fillet top block. What I'm going to do then is create another fillet, same measurement, except I'm going to select all the edges of the base. Rename that to fillet base. Okay, and don't forget to save as you're going along. Okay, so what we're going to do next, instead of redrawing this loads and loads of times, what we're going to do is use a pattern, so a linear pattern in this case. So what that allows us to do is take this and just copy it along this direction, take this and copy it up here. So direction 1 is going to be this direction, okay? We're going to change the distance between each of them to 25, and we still want 4 of them. Direction 2 is going to be in this direction, we want to change the spacing to 22 millimeters, and we want 2. Okay, that's that set up. What we can do now is make sure that features and faces is blue, and what we'll do is we just select each feature that we want. So we have the top block, we want to select the fillets next, so select one of the fillets that appears, and we want to select the writing. Now we have the 3 of those over there. We get a preview, but you can see from the preview that that's not actually on our shape. So if we come back up here, if we click this, it flips the direction. So that's perfect that way. So we need to flip this direction. And there we have it, it's onto our chocolate bar. So this will be a little bit slower. It takes a lot for the computer to get this done. So that is perfect. So we're going to rename this top block linear pattern. But as we can see, we have one issue. So it looks good along here and down the bottom, but it looks like it's too far on these two sides. So it looks too big for the base. So the good news is, instead of having to start again and go through all that again, all we have to do is go back up to our very first thing we did, our base. If we click on it once, we get this option. So we want to edit the sketch, so it's the second one here. So edit sketch, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 millimeters to each measurement. So I'll change it from 47 to 49, and 103 to 105, and we'll see what that looks like. So there's it after changing it in the sketch, but when we click this tick up here, it will update the whole thing, and there we have it. It looks like it's meant to look. So we have everything the right size now. So all we've left to do is change the appearance. Unfortunately for the material, we don't have any food materials to add to it, so all we can do is change the appearance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on the object, click on appearances, and I'm just going to change the appearance of the part. And all I'm going to do is change the color in this case. So I'm going to select brown, click OK, and there we have our chocolate bar. So that is this one fully done. A few nice things in it, and a little bit of a challenge too, to see how you get on changing things after you've made a mistake. So as always, upload this to Teams and take a picture of your sketch of this and upload it to Teams as well.